Greetings, one and all, from the White Mountains of Arizona. It's channeling time, my friends. It's a beautiful morning. We're getting the sunset. Sunset? No, that's the sunrise. I don't know why I said that. That's the sunrise at 6 a.m. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the sun today. Tara tells me this was a requested video by many people, but it's kind of begrudgingly on my part because, well, let me explain. In past channelings, we've learned that all reality as we understand it is part of a black cube matrix. None of it's real. It's all a holographic projection. It's all a dream, essentially. This waking reality is a dream. And we're just part of a matrix control system. And basically everything in this control system is illusion. So my opinion is, why do we need to learn more about the sun? It's an illusion. It's not real. It's not a real sun. It's just a projection. But I guess we could ask, why is it there? What is it for? Why is it changing? A lot of people comment that the sun is a different color now, or that there's two suns. So we'll try to get a little bit more information on it, but just know that I don't care. I really don't. This is one of those channelings where I just don't care. I don't care to know more about the sun if it's not real. But we got to know everything, don't we? So we're going to see who Tara can connect to and see what more we can learn about this ball in the sky. Is it really 93 million miles away? Is it even real? It's not. Okay. You can tell that I'm not 100% behind this idea. Look at that beautiful view while Tara connects. We don't know who she's going to connect to. Hopefully, maybe the sun. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Who have we got here?
My higher self.
Your higher self. Okay. Which is in 60?
12.
12. It's a 12D. So your higher self knows everything we need to know about the sun.
Yes.
Okay, so I was telling the people that the sun is not real. It's a projection of the matrix. It's an illusion. Is that correct?
It's partially a projection, the way that you witness it, but it's also a doorway into the box.
Into the box. Can you elaborate on that?
In order to get the people, plants, animals excited about what comes into this plane of existence, they give them something to marvel at, which is the sun. Everything looks to the sun. The plants look to the sun. The animals feel they need it. The humans have been known to worship it. But in essence, you are worshiping and honoring all those souls being placed into this box through the funnel, the doorway known as the sun.
Okay, so that's how souls incarnate onto this plane of existence. They come through the sun.
Yes.
Do we leave through the sun as well?
It depends on how you refer to leaving. If you mean ascension, ascension is a immediate disappearance from this box. No need to go through a doorway. The vibration is such that it no longer vibrates within this box. So it is as if it never existed here. If you are meaning death, then yes, back out the doorway, only to be brought back in through the doorway, a revolving door, if you will.
So the sun is a mechanism of the controllers to get souls in and out for the entrance and the recycling.
Yes, literally, right in front of your face. And to have the population, not just humans, to smile and look in awe as it happens.
Okay, so it's hard to understand whether we should be in awe of the sun or in disgust. On one hand, it's providing life, on the other hand, it's keeping us stuck in the cube.
It is a catch-22. But perhaps what you are in awe of is not what your mind, your ego would have you in awe of. A flaming ball of fire outside of the earth. But really in awe that something so sophisticated could make it seem so grand here, that something that would be less than appealing for most to have to come through this doorway to this box, yet at the same time understanding that while within the box the sun can provide so much, but it could also provide you understanding of how you got here, and you can utilize it. You do it with sun gazing.
Okay, can you speak more on that? I've been sun gazing for many years.
I can do it for about an hour.
So, what is happening? What is the process there, and is it beneficial?
Yes. First, I would like to speak on the programming surrounding sun gazing. People have been told never to look directly into the sun, that somehow you will burn the eyes right out of your skull, that it is bad for you. That programming is there so that you never look at how you got here. You never look at the doorway. You've had many other entities tell you about stories and programming, keeping you in a fear state so as to never question things, to never look what is directly in front of your face. So those who sun gaze are looking directly into the doorway, the portal, and that light you see is not coming from a flaming ball of fire in the sky. It's the light outside of the box. And so many have reported regenerative properties when it comes to their eyes, their health, when staring directly into the sun. And this is true because you're welcoming in what is outside of the matrix.
Okay, so we're seeing source then through the sun?
Everything is source, but merely you're seeing the third dimension as it appears outside of the box, as a brilliant light. No form, no shape, only possibility. A vast sea of light.
Okay, so that's 4D and above. What is happening with the sun in 3D? Is there an actual ball of fire in the sky, or what's going on there?
As you've already learned, everything is a projection of sorts. Yet there is also the material, yet immaterial at the same time, much like Earth itself. You exist here on this planet, yet you do not. Gaia is here, yet she isn't. The same goes for the sun. You can travel to the outer space, and yes, witness a ball of fire, yet it is not actually there. This is the illusion of the Matrix. To make things with the five senses appear absolutely real. If you were to fly in front of the sun, outside of the earth, yes, you would feel its heat. You would smell the burning. You would see it with your eyes. You could possibly even hear it and touch it. But those are just sense manipulations, telling you something is there when actually it isn't. The same goes for all things within the cube box.
So many people are reporting that the sun is now a different color, that they're seeing multiple suns. Is that just them tweaking the matrix?
The changing in color is the change in perception of the collective consciousness. Catching on to wanting to look at the sun, that it is no longer the enemy, something to hide away from, as it is bad for your health, they will say, bad for your eyes. So the more people turn their faces towards the doorway, wanting to see more, it is beginning to change color because you are changing its color. There is a color provided by the matrix, and then there is a wanting of the collective consciousness to know more, that perhaps what they are perceiving is not real. Perhaps the color that we've been told, or the heat, or what it provides has been a lie. And so you have changed the color. When we speak of two suns, that is the two-world split. You are beginning to see everything in twos. There have been people who have reported two moons, two suns. Sometimes seeing your own self amongst the crowd, a second version of you, everything in twos, everything dividing, positive, negative, everything separating. And if there's positive and negative within yourself, why, this is why you might see yourself dividing within itself, much like a cell. Everything continuing to split right down to its core.
Okay, there seems to be a concerted effort by the controllers to block out the sun using their various technologies. Is this to prevent us from looking through the doorway as we get closer to ascension?
That is one of the reasons, yes, as there are always several layers, as with anything. So, to block out the sun, or keep us from feeling its rays or seeing it in its entirety, yes, partially to keep people from looking into the doorway, but also to take away what, let's put this in terms of parents and a child. Parents have given the child a puppy. The child loves the puppy. They've become accustomed to the puppy. They've grown fond of it. And then out of the blue, the parents take the puppy away. The child would like the puppy back. It yearns for it back. This is a psychological game for the inmates within the box. We show you something brilliant. We tell you how wonderful it is, how powerful, more powerful than you, and then we will take it away, and you will want to beg to have it back. Beg to show us doorway so that we could come back here.
Devious. That doesn't sound very nice.
It is just an opposite polarity, so it is difficult to understand.
Right. Why is it that things grow in the sun, like plants and humans, and why do we need it?
Everything is programmed in that fashion. If you are taught the sun is everything, that you need it for your existence, then yes, plants will have found a way to utilize that energy. Humans will have found a way to utilize that energy as well. All beings. To keep you within the box. To keep you from looking further. To have you believe that that is your source. That is your sustenance. This is why it feels so awful when they appear to take your sustenance away. However, as you have been showing many plants and animals that it's not the sun that they crave, but what is outside of that doorway. That light is not of the sun. It is of true reality. And in true reality, you are that much closer into reconnecting to yourself. Source.
The Matrix really doesn't want us to do this channeling, huh? They're pulling out all the stops. We got people yelling over here. We got generators. We got cows screaming. Is that true?
Of course. But no matter how hard the Matrix may utilize its little toys or egos, it cannot stop frequency from attracting frequency. If the higher selves of another wish to access certain information, that information cannot be denied. They will find a way.
Can you tell me why my ego was adverse to this channeling?
You already said the Matrix is pulling out all of its stops. That means attaching to your own ego, the ego of my vessel, and the ego of everything around you. To get you to believe that this is a simple matter, this sun. No need to learn more. That yes, you understand that everything is illusion, but to keep you stopped there so that you wouldn't ask more questions. You'd feel that there isn't anything else to learn about it. That is the voice of the ego, not your soul. Your soul knows that there are so many layers to things, and although you may feel that you have a certain layer all figured out, there's always something more.
Of course. Wow, very great information. I want to thank you for being here with us and helping us to understand this information. I love you and I appreciate you. Do you have any last message for the people before we go?
Yes, perhaps those of you who have not looked directly at the doorway, perhaps in the morning or in the evening as the sun goes down, try to look directly into it. Yes, with the physical eyes, but also with the eyes of your soul. Look beyond what you have been taught. And perhaps you too will see it change color and split into two as your consciousness is splitting into two.
All right. I just want to
Ugh.
just little heads up. You definitely don't want to look at the sun during the day. You want to do it in the morning and the evening, an hour before sunrise or sunset. And you want to start off slow. Do it for 10 seconds. And then the next day, do it for 20 seconds. And the next day, do it for 30 seconds. And you want to build up. You can't just look straight into it for a whole minute.
Yeah. I noticed that with our sun gazing that we've done, I don't know, my eyesight gets better and better. I already have like really good eyesight, but it's like everything just clears up. And actually it's really good whenever we do channelings in early morning or sunset, because, you know, my eyes are a little blurry afterwards, but a little sun gazing and I'm right back to having clear vision.
Yeah, I started sun gazing maybe a couple months after I woke up. And so it's hard to say, well, you know, what was the cause for my awakening, but the sun gazing like propelled it like super speed.
Well, that's probably why they didn't want this particular channeling, is if people start looking at the doorway not as like not a doorway, but something to honor and have reverence for, and then you realize, oh wait, that's just how they threw me in here, and you really start seeing through it, then yeah, their little mind games don't work so well. So
Sweet. Anything you want to say about that? Or it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, we look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about that. What did your intuition say? Have you guys done sun gazing? How do you feel about the sun in general, as it pertains to like the Matrix, or, you know, what it was talking about, that it's a doorway, a revolving door basically, but that light that you see isn't coming from a ball.
That's 3D Earth.
Yeah,
that's 3D reality.
It's what it looks like outside. It's
real
it's like
3D.
when you're in a dark, I don't know, the building or something, and they open the doors and it's all bright outside, and it, you know, kind of resembles the sun actually, you know, at first.
Sort of like after you come out of the movie theater.
Yeah.
You've been watching this dream, then you come out into the sun, it's like reality is like too intense. Your eyes can't take it.
But then they adjust and you realize, oh, it's just a different place.
Right. Great analogy.
All right. Well,
comments.
We thank you guys for watching. Yeah, let us know what you think.
Like the video.
Yes. And thank you for everybody who suggested this video, and for everybody who subscribed to this channel. We are now
10,000
at 10,000 subscribers.
Finally, the Matrix did everything to keep you down. Every time you get a subscriber, they take one away.
Yeah, so we did it. Let's keep it going, and don't forget to share your favorite channeling videos with friends and family.
Because the Matrix won't share these.
Exactly.
They will not.
Have a nice discussion with them.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you guys next week on Monday.
Bye.